Okay, well, Rick Rawson here with Power Group Networking with Rick Rawson. And I want to welcome our new guest here, which is Richard Laidler. How are you doing today, Richard?
I am doing just wonderfully. Thank you very much for asking, and thank you for having me.
Hey, it's our pleasure. Bottom line is, you got such a story to tell. I mean, I just want to...
I do? Okay,
yeah,
great,
well,
awesome.
okay, a couple things. I mean, bottom line, you just came back from Alaska.
I did. Yeah, it's I've never professed myself to be the outdoorsman or the pioneersman, but somehow a few years back, 5 or 6 years ago, I got asked to get involved with some land up in Alaska, and we have 40 acres up right up on the Kashwitna River, and it's pretty exciting.
I know. I sort of wish I could have gone there, but it's I don't know if I'd survive. You'd be leaving me back.
We're sitting there, we're chopping down, I mean, we've got nothing, no water, no electricity, we're chopping down trees. It's as manly as it gets, my friend.
Yeah, I know. I know. You were talking about there were bears up there and everything. And you know, the old cliche of you don't have to run faster than the bear, you just got to run faster than the other person.
Unfortunately, I'm the slowest guy there.
I don't know if I was there or you. but anyways, a little bit about our show.
Yes.
Basically, Power Group Networking with Rick Rawson. Basically, we bring people on board here as our guest that have different marketing ideas, you know, that we want to share with our audience. Because there's so many different forms of marketing. There's, you know, I mean, you can talk TV, you can talk billboard, you can talk radio, you can talk mail-outs, flyers, door-to-door knockers, all of that kind of stuff. But I want to talk about royalty, proximity marketing. Maybe you want to tell us a little bit about that and how it's transcended from what it used to be and what it is now.
Okay, all right, so what royalty is a digital marketing platform for the 99% of us who don't know what digital marketing is. We've all heard the expression. We know we can do Facebook advertising. We know we can do message bots. We know we can do YouTube videos. But there's so much noise out there. Even though it's as accessible as it is, it's confusing and we don't know what to do. What the royalty platform is it's kind of like digital marketing for dummies. But it's not been compromised in any way. The quality's all there. But it's digital marketing for the one-man band, the network marketer, the small business who know they should be digital marketing.
Exactly.
But they just don't know how to.
You know, and the thing is, this platform has progressed significantly. I mean, I became part of this back in January, and I'm getting a bunch of leads.
Right.
And the point is, back in 2018 and before, it used to be some sort of like beacon and a little device or whatever. But now you have the capability of a digital marketing pin or ad pin, whatever you want to call it, and you can move it anywhere in the world.
Right.
And set your own parameters or proximity of whether it's 1 kilometer up to 9 kilometers on the short end, or you can even go national. So, and you're guaranteed to reach over 5,000 people per month.
Right.
You mix that in with somebody else's marketing, with other marketing platforms, you have a 1-2 punch that really can go.
Right.
So what are some of the other things that actually comes along with the platform?
Okay, so yeah, that's a good question. Basically, if you have a cell phone like this, you know, you just have your phone, you can create an ad, all right, just like you're talking about. You can pull up a map, and the ad you create, it just looks just like a regular Facebook ad or Instagram ad or an ad you'd see on CNN.com or Bloomberg or whatever. You create the ad. You can do that on your phone. So if you've got one of these, you've got your own digital marketing agency. Once you've done that, you drop the pin wherever it happens to be. This is what you're talking about. And you can drop that pin anywhere in the world.
Even Alaska.
Even Alaska. If we want to advertise to the bears, you can set the range. It can either be as small as half a mile. I really like really small, tight, so I can be really focused to who I'm advertising to, all the way up to 10 kilometers. It's Canadian, so they say kilometers, but for you Americans, it's going to be like about 6 miles.
I don't know. I mean, we didn't allow Canada to take Alaska from us, so.
I know. What can I say?
We're going to get them out of the metric system too pretty soon.
Well, maybe. Who knows? but the point is, what the so the ad pin is part of just one part of the royalty platform.
Right.
Okay. The job of the ad pin is to attract your attention. It's probably not going to do much selling. It's just going to say, "Hey, notice me." Right. You're on your Facebook feed, which is where the ads are going to appear, and you go, "Oh, there's something I'm interested in." That's what the ad pin is going to do for you, and the one-man band can do it. But then what? Now what do I do with it? The second part of the royalty platform is an unlimited supply of landing pages or capture pages or websites, whatever you want to call it. So that comes as part of the royalty platform. You've attracted them with the ad. They go, "Oh, that's interesting." Click. Now it goes to a landing page that you can create yourself. It's drag and drop. It's, again, you can do it on your phone, or you can more likely do it on your laptop. But it's something that old guys like us can do. Usually this type of thing is for the 35-year-olds and younger.
Well, I'll tell you what. I was at a networking group yesterday. Actually, no, the Wiley Chamber.
Yeah.
And this guy brought slide rulers.
Oh, did he? I remember what those things
Yeah,
are.
I mean, it's like nobody knew what they were doing, what they were. And he said, it's been since the 70s or since I saw one. But the point is, you're right. Marketing and technology has changed so much that it's hard to keep up with it.
Right.
And so if you can have a one-stop shop, which this one is, so it gets you to landing pages. Now, I want to touch on landing pages a second. Here's the point. If you go and hire somebody to go and build a landing page, and a landing page is a condensed version of a website to some degree, what do you think the cost is?
Oh, at least $500.
At least.
Yeah, and
for a one page, basically it's $500 for a startup landing page, and then if you go beyond that, it's $1,500, $2,500.
Right.
I hear things for websites of $10,000.
Oh yeah.
So the point being is, let's say you're a startup company, let's say you're a proven company, and you got a big budget, and you want to have multiple landing pages. How much does a landing page cost?
Thousands. It's going to be thousands if you do something like that.
How much, through royalty?
Yes. Oh.
Is a landing page through royalty?
Okay. Well, the kind of the entrepreneur, but there are a number of different packages.
Right.
There's the entrepreneur packages, which is really where you should be starting, which gets you the whole thing: the ad pins, the landing pages, the CRM, and the email campaigns. Which we're going to talk about, I'm sure, in a second. You can get that for $87 a month, and that includes everything.
Exactly. So for the cost of one basic landing page through somebody else, you can have a full marketing campaign for $87.
Right.
Huh.
But this is what's important. So the ad pin has attracted their attention, right? That said, slapped you around the face, said, "Oh, I'm interested." The landing page now, in the landing page, it can be a cutback website, but it can look like a full website. On the landing page, it can be, for example, let's say it's a realtor who's trying to use this, right? They've created their ad, it's for a house, and people go, "So that's a nice house, 4 bedrooms, it's in the right area, it's the right price." Click. Now I can go to a landing page, and because you have unlimited landing pages, it can be a landing page for that house. So
for
you
each
have a
house.
picture for each house.
Let's say you're a realtor and you've got seven houses listed.
7 landing pages. So what you can do is have a picture of the house there, and then right underneath a video of the realtor saying, "Hi, welcome to 1104 Cowboys Parkway. Here's the hallway. Here's the kitchen. Here's the garage. This is fantastic. But you should really see the pool. You really should see the pool. Fill out the form below, and we'll arrange an appointment so we can go and see the pool." Now that is the key, because now they're filling out the form below. Now it's not just somebody breezing past our ads.
Right, and so
now
we
what have we
capture
got?
page.
I've now got their information.
Right.
Now we've grown up. Most one-man bands, two-man bands, small businesses do not capture information. People like Geico and all the big companies, right? They are constantly finding ways to be able to capture information because they want to start a communication with you. They want to start a conversation with you, because I might not be ready to buy a house today. It might be next week, next month, 6 months from now, a year from now. As a solopreneur, as a one-man band, as a realtor, for example, I want to make sure I'm in front of them when they're ready to buy.
Right.
Now, if I'm just relying on advertising, I might be looking at that ad thinking, "That's a nice house, but I'm not getting married till 7 months from now."
Exactly.
But if I've captured their information, I can now use the CRM, which is like a database, and the email campaigns to start a conversation with you. So when you're ready to buy, I've got a chance of winning your business.
And that's all the support, because bottom line is, if you're just trying to do it by yourself, I mean, the more you grow, it just gets harder.
Right.
So you got to have the CRM, you got to have the email campaigns, you got to have this. But say for example, you have a roofing business. Okay. Most roofers also do a couple other things, like remodeling, or maybe they do something else. So the point being is that if you were to have a landing page for roofing, and then you have another landing page for remodeling, and another one for flooring, 3 separate landing pages, 3 separate messages to 3 different target audiences.
But each landing page can have a direct,
exactly.
Are you interested, you need correct construction, click on here, it'll take you to the other landing page.
Exactly. And we'll address that and get into more detail about this in just a minute. We're going to take a little break here to introduce some of our sponsors.
Okay, great.
And we're still live.
Okay. So keep it clean.
Well, actually, we're not live. We're not live. We're
But we're being recorded.
We're being recorded.
Right.
So it's still going to be the same. So
you're going to talk about your different packages, your entrepreneur packages, the CRM, email, landing pages, and what you're calling an ad pin?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what's the name of your company, Richard?
It's called the Royalty Platform, and royalty is spelt with an IE because it's Canadian. It's foreigners can't
they don't know
spell
how to spell it there.
Yeah.
They use different measurements and.
Yeah, exactly.
The royalty platform.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, that's tremendous value for you. All right, ready to go back?
Are we ready? Okay, we're back. Hope you got some information from the sponsors there. But let me give a little shout out here to the trade group, because bottom line is that's where we're at. I mean, what do you think of this venue? I mean,
It's
I mean,
awesome.
this
Yeah.
is just one of the backdrops. And they basically have multiple backdrops here for our recordings.
Yeah.
And all because of Susan Hamilton.
I had a tour here. Oh, Susan. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
with
Excellent.
Susan Hamilton with OBBM
Awesome.
Radio Network.
Fantastic. Well, I had a tour here last
And
week.
I probably got it
was-
wrong because it's not on the card right. But bottom line is, we'll figure it out.
Right.
Next time I'm going to have a sign here, but she's great. She's going to be at our trade show coming up. We're going to be having that on September 28th. And we're going to be running, I believe, podcast at the trade show.
Fantastic.
So, and Michelle is going to be there.
Yes, she
Michelle
is.
Schaefer is going to
Yes,
be
she
there.
is.
Basically, we're going to be offering royalty. So that give us a little preview of that offering, of what we're going to do. Tell us a little bit about, a little bit more about what somebody can expect from royalty.
Okay, well, I guess the best thing to do is to talk about an application, something like that. You
Yeah.
know, we talked about roofers, all right?
Yes.
So imagine you're a Dallas roofer and you're obviously looking for business on a regular basis. And all of a sudden, roofers have an app on their phone, which will tell them when there's a storm in, say, Lufkin, Texas. Right, here I am, 8 o'clock, it's Friday night, and there's a hailstorm in Lufkin, Texas. And it comes up on my phone. Now what I can do, if I have a royalty platform, right there on my phone, I can create an ad for my roofing company, okay, saying, let's say it's St. Jude Street, Lufkin, golf ball size hail falling on your roof right now, question mark, and a photograph
Exactly.
of my company and this type of thing. I can then, in the same app, open up the map, scroll across to Lufkin, Texas, over St. Jude Street in Lufkin, drop the pin, and then the ad that I have created is appearing on the social media feeds of the iPhones, Androids, laptops, or whatever, of the people in that area
That are getting hit.
that are getting hit with the roof, right? So you can literally say, you're getting hit with hail roof
And
on
they'll
your
look
roof
at
right
their phone
now.
like, how does he know
How
that?
did he know that? But then they go, how do they know that? Click. Now it goes to my landing page.
Right.
Now what I could do on my landing page is, here I am, it's Friday night, I'm sitting watching a movie with my wife. I can sit there and make a video and say, hey guys, I'm Richard Laidler Roofing in Dallas. I'm not a roofing company, but I'm just giving an example. I hear you're having some hail problems down there right now. I'm going to be driving there tonight. If you're interested in making an appointment with me so I can inspect your roof tomorrow morning, fill out the information below and I'll be happy to come and see you in the morning.
See, now you have, actually, and if you want to share this here, more than welcome to, you have a training coming up for people that are interested in this.
I do.
When and where?
September the 14th, we're finalizing the actual location, but it's probably going to be at the Ascension on Dallas North Toll Road and Arapahoe. They have an area there that we can use. It's going to be a classroom setting. So you can bring your phones, bring your laptops, and we will create a full marketing campaign all the way from the advertising, the landing pages, how to use your CRM, and how to use email campaigns.
Exactly.
All in one go, and you can. It's live. It's kind of hands-on stuff.
And like I say, our platform here, our Power Group Networking is, marketing. Like I said, there's only three aspects of it. There's your target audience, the message, and what platform, what tool to deliver the message.
Right.
That's it. There's nothing else to it.
Right.
So if you have a storm that's in Rockwall, Texas, and you can actually do exactly what you just said.
Talk about targeting. That's targeting.
That is targeting.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, what you could do with what about a real estate person, right?
Yeah.
How many companies are moving from California to Texas right now? Because Texas is awesome, but it's also a lot cheaper. What a realtor can do now is he can create an ad about him. I'm your Dallas realtor and relocator. There's a company called McKesson who are moving from California to Dallas. What he can do is create his ad. He can then open up his map, scroll all the way across to McKesson in San Francisco, drop the pin right over McKesson, and the ad can say, McKesson Corp employees, are you moving to Dallas? Right? And then there's a picture of the McKesson Corporation or whatever, or a picture of me as the realtor, however we want to do it. And that ad will appear on the phones and devices of the people who are in San Francisco at some point are going to be moving to Dallas. Again, if you're talking about targeting, that, my friend, is targeting.
Yeah, I was just thinking of something that's sort of really off the wall. Not business, but you've heard of Facebook trolling, right?
Right.
Okay.
Are you saying this a little creepy?
No. Let's just say, throw this out here.
Yeah.
Cowboys are playing the Giants
Right.
next Sunday, right? Mm-hmm. What if you dropped a pin in New York?
Mm-hmm. Just to give them a hard time?
At halftime or something like that.
There's a lot of people that invest in a lot of pins just to be able to do that.
I would. It would be pretty funny.
I think it would be pretty funny, yeah.
And you probably get a lot of.
You know what? If they click on it because of that, then hey,
that's exactly
that could be
right.
a technique. I like it.
It could be pretty.
You should get into marketing. You got some good ideas.
That would be pretty weird. Where'd this come from?
Yeah.
I mean, actually, people are already doing something like that already.
Right. Okay.
But anyways, we have an upcoming trade show.
Right.
And it's going to be on September 28th. Mm-hmm. It's going to be in Allen at the Hilton Garden Inn. And we are going to be featuring Proximity there as one of our vendors. So if anybody wants to learn more about this, they're going to be handing out information, and you can actually probably sign up right then and there if you want it. Mm-hmm. We're also going to have some unbelievable speakers, partially because Susan Hamilton has connected us. She's very well connected, by the way. Mm-hmm. And through her, we're getting Stephanie Chavez from the trade group. Mm-hmm. We're also going to be getting Dean Lindsay.
Okay.
I'm telling you, do you know who Dean Lindsay is?
I have no idea who Dean Lindsay is.
You better be there and watch. This guy is something else. And we're also going to have Johnny Wimbry. These are all top shelf keynote speakers that are coming to the trade show.
Excellent.
We're also going to have wine and beer and the taste of the family-owned restaurants.
Are you going to have a nice cup of tea there? And I'm not talking about the tea in a long glass with ice. I'm talking about a cup and saucer, raised finger, cream, sugar.
When are you going back to Alaska?
Oh, you want me to go pretty soon, right?
Yes.
Okay. What did you Americans do to tea? You took that lovely thing and put it in a long glass, threw a bunch of ice in there. What did you do? You ruined it.
I don't know.
Just a pet gripe.
Last time we had a show, we did it 4th of July. Remember that show?
Oh, gosh, yes. So let me tell, so Rick, in his sick sense of humor, you can see he's enjoying this way too much. So on the 5th of July, he invites an English, so 4th of July, obviously that's your, Independence Day, and he wanted to invite me as the losing side to get some
the
kind
British perspective of the 4th of July.
But what's really interesting is when Americans say to me, so how do you guys celebrate, or do you celebrate 4th of July in England? I'm like, dude, no. In fact, we don't even have a 4th of July. We have a 3rd of July, a 3B of July, and then a 5th of July.
Hey, it was pretty interesting. Well, I'm going to have to, you know what? I'm going to have to repost and re-show that one again.
It was a lot of fun.
Just for you.
Yeah, I got a lot of, there were 4 Americans, 3 or 4 Americans in there. I was the only English guy, and boy, you let me have it. You guys love to win, don't you?
Well, just celebrating history. What can I say?
And boy, thank you for coming over in 1945 as well. We couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't there, even though it wasn't that far along. But
Gotcha.
anyways,
Yes.
hey, how can somebody get in touch with you to find out more? I mean, we talked about the upcoming training, but how can somebody reach out to you if they wanted to find out some more information?
Okay, there's
about
a brand new website being built right now where you can reach me, which is www.royaltyplatform.com. And remember, royalty is ROYALTIE platform.com. You can email me directly, richard@royaltyplatform.com, and that's probably the best way to reach me.
Yeah, and like I said, with our power groups, we are growing. We all have about 135 businesses
Yeah,
and
it's
members
very impressive what you're doing.
that we're doing right now.
Yeah.
And we're growing, and we're going to have at the trade show, we're going to have about 50 businesses represented there. And so it's going to be a good time. And it's free to attend. Okay, so, and I still have a handful of vendor tables available if somebody still wants to reach out to me. And again, to reach me is you can go to the Expanse LLC Facebook page, and the event is right there. And you can go to the event and then click for tickets. And we're going to have a raffle. We're going to have a happy hour. It's going to be great.
Well, I know we were there last time. It was very good for us.
Yeah.
So I certainly recommend it.
And some of the prizes, I mean, the grand prize right now is a 5-night trip to Cancun.
Ooh, very nice.
So if you want to get involved in that, bottom line is all you got to do is RSVP to the event. But you got to be there to claim it if your ticket's drawn.
Understood.
So what's on your agenda coming up?
Well, at the moment, it's kind of hard to keep up. The royalty platform, I mean, at the end of the day, 99% of the one-man bands are not using any kind of digital marketing.
1%.
1% are not. So 99% of people are not using it.
Right.
1% of people are using it. So we're catering to that 99%. So I'm busy.
Yeah.
I'm busy. And if you're in network marketing, if you're a one-man band, if you're a two-man band, realtor, whatever, and you need to get involved in digital marketing, this is, as I say, a nice, simple, easy way of doing it.
Right. And here's the thing. You know, I'm a little bit older than you. Yeah. I was around here when we used to go out in the front yard and pick up the newspaper. Mm-hmm. Doesn't happen anymore. Maybe an occasion here and there. So where did all those marketing dollars go?
Right.
Digitally. Okay? So if you're only part of that, if you're part of that 99%, you need to get on a platform and get up to speed. Otherwise, you're going to go by the way of Blockbuster Video, Sears, JCPenney, so on and so forth.
Got it.
Yellow Cap. All of those are falling behind the times, where now you have Netflix, Uber, Amazon. They're the future. Power Group Networking. Power Group Networking is part of the future, and we're teaming up with OBBM and Susan Hamilton. And bottom line is, we will put some information on how to download that app, because that's what it's about, having access to a larger audience rather than just one-to-one. But
Awesome.
Again, thanks
Appreciate
for coming
it.
on board,
Always.
and make it a great day.
Thanks, guys.